What is up YouTube, it's Kingfisher745, and in this video, we're going to take a look at Thor's Avengers Age of Ultron costume, teamed up with his other Avengers Age of Ultron teammates. And well, that seemed redundant, but I don't think there's any other way to put it. It's going to be Thor with Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain America. So in our first team up, we have a Hulk, and we're going up against Null and Kurth. I mean, who else would we see on defense? Alright, so right away we do get a big and fast proc, and as you can see, my agent's using the Legion Pulse Rifle, the Neurotrope, the Legion Transponder, and the Synthetic Cube. It's not a bad setup, but I'm not sure we're going to get to use the Legion Transponder, and so if we don't, we're going to change it up for our next battle. For those who don't know, that weapon can do a ton of damage, but it has a pretty long cooldown. That cooldown can be reduced if you keep adding more pieces of the set. So that's exactly what we're going to do if we don't get to fire it. First though, we are getting a bunch of counterattacks because of the Neurotrope, and by the end of them, the enemy agent's going to be knocked out. So hey, that's a pretty great start to this one. My agent also gets another big and fast proc, but all he can do is fire the Legion Pulse Rifle. The sad fact is, the Worthy's immune to radiation, so this weapon isn't that great against them. Alright, well our Hulk has 2 turns right here, so first we're going to use his level 9, and that drops Kurth. That was so nice, we'll use it twice. However, this time it doesn't have quite the power. Luckily, Thor is going to follow right behind Hulk, and after using Inspire Bravery, he's easily going to knock out the enemy bruiser Null. Also, by the way, just to show you, the Mighty Shroud is still on our team, so yes, we are using the Age of Ultron Thor. Hey, he prevented debuffs and got the final blow, so that's not too bad. Now moving on to our next team up, this time we're going to be using Iron Man, aka the Hulkbuster. But just to add one more thing about that first team up, they were solid, and I knew they would be good. There really wasn't too big of a question in my mind, but these next 2 team ups, I wasn't so sure of. I did end up changing one thing, and that was to bring in the Legion Particle Accelerator, and I actually dropped the Synthetic Cube. Since we added one more set piece, that means our Transponder only has a 1 round cooldown. Because of that, and the threat of the Blackest Void, we're going to save the Neurotrope until our next turn. With Thor though, we're going to Inspire Bravery and grant Strengthened. Then after that, I'll use his level 1 to try to take out Molly in one hit. Unfortunately, Null steps up, and he does end up living through our attack. He can be a massive pain when he keeps protecting. Fortunately though, their agent attacks with the Warbringer Axe, and he doesn't use the Blackest Void. Oh, and he takes a huge counter. I actually never would have expected that big of a hit. Strengthen does make a very big difference. So after using Digger Missiles, taking down the enemy agent and severely hurting Null, then getting hit with the World Breaker, it's finally going to be time to use the Neurotrope, followed by that Legion Transponder. With any luck, this should be a very good hit. No matter what, we do have Strengthen, but the more Finest Hour buffs, the better. So here goes nothing. Our backup Iron Men are going to do 42,000 damage to Molly, and almost 20,000 to Null. So that's an epic overkill. Just in case you want to know exactly what I'm using, it was Iron Man in his Bruiser costume, the Safeguard Bruiser Agent uniform, a Blaster Age of Ultron Thor, the Legion Pulse Rifle, Neurotrope, Legion Transponder, and Legion Particle Accelerator. So there's my setup, and since that one went very quickly and very well, we'll try it out one more time. Alright, so this time our opponents will be Null and Kurth. Who could have guessed? We're going to begin by using our Digger Missiles, and that's to put some bleeds on Kurth. The agent's affected as well, but Null unfortunately is not. Putting bleeds on Kurth though can actually be quite a strong debuff against her. We all know she loves the counter, for example. Next up is Thor, and we're going to begin by using Inspire Bravery. Following that, we can use his single target attack to very possibly take down a bruiser. Okay, and all that talk about Kurth and debuffs, you know what? We just went for it, and it paid off. So with her out of the way, I'm just going to go ahead and use the Legion Pulse Rifle, And now we should counter the enemy agent with the Legion Particle Accelerator. Alright, following this Fatal Fist, we do get a big and fast proc. And with that, we're going to use the Legion Particle Accelerator. Sadly, it misses. So with Iron Man, we'll use our level 1. And Null of course protects. So it looks like their agent's actually going to live another round. You can't say we didn't try. So with his turn, he uses the Uterpendragon. And we much rather have that than the Light Fantastic. Plus, just as I said, we do get our counter. So next up with Thor, we're going to use Summon Thunder, and that's supposed to reapply Mighty Shroud. If you pause the video at the right time, you will see we do have Mighty Shroud. And now with our buffs, we're going to fire the Legion Transponder. This time it's going to do 11,000 damage, so it is respectable. But not quite 40,000. So who do we have for our final fight? Well, we knew it was going to be Cap, but on defense, we're actually facing Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. So for anyone who wanted to know how they do on defense, including myself, well, here it is. The moment of truth. If they get the right procs, then it could be scary, but I don't know about trusting them on defense. As usual, because of his character-specific EISO, Captain America got to go first. We used Shield Guard as a quick action, and then attacked the enemy agent. Hawkeye hits us with a glue arrow and takes a counter for his trouble. Kate then of course joins in. Next, with Thor's turn, we're going to use Inspire Bravery, and then we're going to try to take out their agent with our hammer throw. Since they're an entire team of tacticians, we don't want to use Summon Thunder, at least not yet. Probably not ever. However, my agent's going to use the Neurotrope since there's no Blackest Void to worry about, and then we'll use the Legion Pulse Rifle. Kate apparently does have her level 9, so I don't know if she's a max level, but she's at least that high. Since she shot Cap though, she's going to take 2 counters. The second one is courtesy of the Neurotrope. Then on his turn, we'll finish her off, leaving only Hawkeye to take on our entire team. I have to say I like those odds for us. However, after firing a trick arrow, he could have very well stunned our Thor. Or maybe not, because he does take a counter, and it won't even matter because we fire the Legion Particle Accelerator, ending the match. That's also going to bring us to the end of this video. So there it was, an extended look at the Age of Ultron costume, specifically Thor. And as we know, there are more to be released. In fact, some of the most anticipated ones are still to come. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe, and I'll cover them as soon as they come out. That's it for this one, but thank you for watching. Please leave a like and comment, and until next time, good luck and take care.